Hi, my name is Leighanne Jordan, and welcome back to my show. I'm really excited to be here with a special guest. Today, I'd like to introduce you to President Donovan. President Donovan, thank you so much for being here. I know, as a Bellarmine student, obviously, I would like to get to know you better, and being on my show, I'm really excited that you're here. So,
I'm delighted to be here, and it's about time we got to know each other since it's your senior year.
To start, would you like to just talk about a day in your life? Just as President Donovan, what do you do?
Okay. Well, every day's a little bit different. This morning I was having coffee with one of our alums who is looking at a position in Baltimore, and I lived in Baltimore for 32 years, so she wanted to meet. It's one of our young alums, which was great. I'm meeting with you for an interview, and then I'll be going back. I'm I think it just got postponed. I was supposed to mentor a young professional in Louisville. I'm on an advisory board for that. And I am going to meet with some alums and donors this afternoon. Fridays are more a day like that. Other days tend to be more meetings, with vice presidents, with deans, and others, and often a lot of work with trustees. But it's a variety of things.
What is your most fun or something super exciting you look forward to every day?
Well, I love I love having the president's office in Centro. It's a great place to be. I love being around students and seeing them. When COVID happened, I came to work almost every day just because I just felt like it was good to be here and to be present. I don't get to see students as much. I see them, but I don't get to spend as much time with them as I used to in previous jobs. But anything student-centered is usually the highlight for me.
That's awesome. Are you from Louisville?
No, I grew up in Iowa, a small town in Iowa, about 50 miles from Omaha.
Okay.
And then I went to a small college in Iowa, about 90 miles from home.
What did you study in college?
I studied communications. I actually started out as an English major, thought I was going to teach. I liked to write. And then I went into mass communications and was really looking at, you had to do 2 out of 3. You had to do journalism, TV, or radio. And I ended up doing radio and journalism.
Wow.
Because writing was my interest. But then I sort of decided I didn't really want to work for small town newspaper or whatever, and had a mentor my senior year of college who was the dean of students, and she convinced me to get on a plane and go down to Florida State where there was a graduate program in higher education, and that was Jan term, so it was this time of year, my senior year, and I lived in a sorority house for the month in the guest room, right across from the main administration building, and I interviewed all these people in student affairs, and I attended grad classes in higher ed, and journaled, and I was like, I had never been on a plane before.
Really?
And I didn't know anybody there, but it was a great experience, and then I ended up going back for my master's at Florida State in higher ed. I knew that I wanted to work on a college campus with students.
Did you know you wanted to be a president on a college campus?
No, I did not know that. I did know I wanted to be a dean of students. So when I finished that program in a year, then I went straight to St. Louis U and started my PhD and was a hall director or assistant director. Did that finished up in 3.5 years, and then went to Loyola in Baltimore and started working.
Wow. You've had lots of experience.
Well, it was always great. I always say, what's not to love about being on a college campus?
Yeah, you spent a lot of time on a college campus.
Yeah, definitely. So.
Wow, I did not know that, so it's great to know that.
Oh, it's great. No, it's been great. And then stayed at Loyola for 32 years, and met my husband there. And we always lived close. I always tell people I grew up in a small town. I went to a small college. I like things close. And so we always lived walking distance, and right now we do as well. I mean, we live a mile from campus. We live in the Highlands.
That's great. Do you have any pets?
We have a great pet.
You do?
We've always had a pet. I'm a dog person.
Okay.
My husband likes cats, but I'm not a cat person. Actually, our daughters like cats too, but yeah, we have I'll show you a picture. We have a standard poodle, which everybody thinks he's a labradoodle because he's not really cut like a poodle. His name's Louis, and he's an apricot.
Oh, sweet.
Standard poodle.
I was wondering when you said you live so close to campus,
Yes.
if you took lots of walks
Yes,
and
exactly.
with Louis.
Yes, we do. We're close to Cherokee Park,
Yeah,
so
it's
I
beautiful.
walk that often.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Mm-hmm.
When you're not on campus and you're not President Donovan,
Yes.
what do you like to do in your free time?
Well, walking the dog is
Yes.
fun. That's good. It's hard to separate because so much of our lives have been around a college campus, so still enjoy going to athletic events, going to plays on campus, going to the art gallery. But we also like movies and travel. Really haven't had as much time to do that, but would like to do more. My husband was a Latin American history teacher and really spent a lot of time in Portugal.
Wow.
So hopefully we'll get more travel.
Yeah. Now I've seen you at a couple games on campus and at Freedom Hall,
Yes.
of course.
Yes.
Did you play any sports growing up?
You know, I did. I played softball in college. I broke my nose in college playing softball. But I was my work study job was I was the basketball manager
Oh,
for
wow.
the women's team. My roommate, my only roommate in college was a basketball player. And I was a basketball manager and track manager in high school too. My sister was too. I followed my older sister to college. Well, my only sister to college, and so yeah, I was always around sports. And then but as a youngster, I swam. I was a swimmer and softball for
Very
years.
involved, yeah. Is that why you think that Bellarmine athletics and just being involved around campus is so important to you?
Yeah, I think certainly that was a great experience for me, but I think there's few things that can pull the whole community together. I mean, I do think our theater and music programs are really a great way as well. But sports also bring in alums and new friends to the university. So I think we were at the game last night. There were a lot of kids there. There were a lot of youth.
Lots of kids, yeah.
Camps and families, and I just think it's a wholesome experience for everybody.
Yeah. It's kind of the Louisville community.
Yeah,
it's
it is.
Big
And
city.
I really like Freedom Hall. I mean, I love Knights Hall too, and that's convenient. But I hated the fact that alums and others would get closed out of the games because there weren't enough tickets. So, and Freedom Hall is a great place that you can walk around and see people. And I met some young alums last night that were in the Norton suite. One actually was both alums of Bellarmine. One is a doctor in sports medicine for Norton, and the other was a physical therapist.
Wow, pretty cool.
Yeah, so you meet people all the time.
Yeah.
They're out there.
That's awesome. You must know a ton of people.
Well, they identify me a lot of times because they know who I am. Obviously, not everybody's not like I'm famous, but it's great because they do come up to me and introduce themselves and always talk about what a wonderful experience they had at Donovan.
That's awesome. How many years have you been at Bellarmine?
This is my sixth.
Sixth year, okay. And you've endured
fast.
COVID.
Yes, that was. You should get a couple extra years for that, I think.
I agree.
You as a student should too. Yeah.
Yeah, that was tricky. That was where you had to do meetings online and.
Yes, yeah, it was. I mean, I think there were some really tough decisions, particularly early on, but even later, about the vaccines and whether we were face to face or hybrid, and it stretched us a lot. It did open up some opportunities for online, and the world has changed.
It has.
Really since then. So it's really, you will never forget the times that you went to college because these were very unusual times.
And you spoke about how you like movies and you like going on walks and Well, I was just wondering, what is your, like, do you have a favorite movie, or do you have a favorite music genre?
Yeah, those are tough. I tend to be, I'm not a big sci-fi person or that. I'm more like a heavy drama
Okay.
kind of person. So
Yeah.
I like the intense ones, which means my husband and I rarely can pick a movie that we both want. Yeah, 'cause he would go to Star Wars or
Oh, yeah.
or any of those. Well, I mean, I'm dating myself. Some of the, if I did sort of favorites, Out of Africa would probably be one of them. Yeah, there's some classics. I like a lot of the classics. I'm just trying to remember. It's been a while since we've been to them, so I don't know if I can think of a current one right now that exists. And then for music, I'm not a big concert goer per se, with the big concerts, but I like a lot of soul music or jazz. I'll definitely Billy Joel, but I would prefer sort of Whitney Houston or Patti LaBelle or ones like that.
Wonderful. It has been so lovely to get to know you.
Thank you.
I can't believe that I'm just now meeting you in my senior year. To wrap this up, my last question for you. I just want to know if there's a secret talent that you have or something that Bellarmine students don't know about you. Sorry to put you on the spot.
You didn't have that one in the prep. Well, it wouldn't be, it certainly wouldn't be music inclination there. I don't know. And I'm not a comedian. I don't know what secret talent. I enjoy cooking some.
Okay.
I'm not as great a cook as my husband, who is more a gourmet cook. And like entertaining.
Entertaining.
Yes. Yeah. So come on over.
Yeah. Party at Dr. Donovan's.
Right. Well, we are having students over on. We've had a number of senior dinners, but we're also having students over on Monday. I guess they won our a dinner at our place for the bingo.
Oh yeah, big week next week.
So
yes.
that's on Monday night.
Well, maybe I will see you there.
Okay, take care.
All right. Well, this has been another episode of Leighanne's show with President Donovan. Thank you so much for being here. It was so great to get to know you. I will see you next week on Knights Media Network.